Well, a little about myself. I, like you guys, went to a Catholic school. I actually went from kindergarten through graduating high school. I went to a really small Catholic school down near Atlanta. You know, growing up, I never necessarily had a conversion. My parents were, you know, both Catholic, and I feel like they did a great job raising me. And I was blessed to have, you know, awesome friends in high school. We had a lot of great, you know, resources. We had daily mass offered, and we had you know, adoration and all sorts of stuff. And you know, some great coaches in my life early on that really influenced me, and you know, really helped me build my faith, and especially through sports. So it was awesome, and it's kind of funny that Lou contacted me to do this, because I remember specifically my basketball coach was really big into sports theater. And you know, we never had Lou down or anything, but we did this thing called Jersey Night, and I don't know if you guys have done it before, but you know, I was just thinking about what to say tonight, and I remember my granddad actually on it was Jersey Night, and you know, we're all going into the chapel, and you know, your dads come up and present you with your jersey, and you know, tell you, you know, what they kind of expect to see from you. You know, they tell you, you know, they really love to see you do great this season, and they're so happy, you know, you are who you are. But anyways, I was just going there. I was like, all right, you know, my dad's going to get up and talk, whatever, let's get this over with. And sure enough, instead of my dad walking down the back, it was actually my granddad, who lives a couple hours away. And I have a really, really tight bond with my granddad. I had no idea he was coming, but he got up there, and he didn't really know what he was supposed to say, so he kind of just went off on a tangent. But he just talked about how much he loves me and how proud he was of me. And it was an incredible experience, and our team just kind of got a lot closer, you know, just through such a deep, awesome moment, you know, that was kind of fueled by sports theater. So I definitely really think this is such an awesome program, and I'm just so glad to be here tonight. But Coach Meyer kind of has a saying. He says we have 5 core values, and I don't know if you guys have heard them before. Joe, hopefully I don't forget these, but the first one is honesty. You know, you got to be honest. The second one is treat women with respect. Third is no drugs, and then no stealing and no weapons. Now, I don't know, that probably doesn't apply to all you guys. I feel like those are a little harsh. You know, I know I definitely never had a problem with, you know, weapons or stealing or lying all the time. But what I did was I just kind of decided to make my 5 core values. You know, especially when you guys go off to college, it's kind of like, you know, guidelines to live by, and to keep your faith, because I think that's something that's extremely important. And you know, I think my faith has just kind of carried through me through college, and now I'm graduated. I've got a final season left, and I'm just blessed and honored to be where I am today. And I know that only through my faith I was able to do that. So number 1 is I have it's extremely important to keep your prayer life in college. A lot of kids, you know, you go off to college, you're all on your own. You know, you don't have your parents looking over your shoulder. You know, you don't have the priest at school reminding you, oh, you know, say your prayers, whatever. It's kind of all on your own. And the minute you start to slack on your prayers is kind of when everything else in your faith kind of starts to weaken. You know, I don't really need to go to mass. I'm kind of tired today. Oh, well, you know, I'm just going to put off this or that. So I think, you know, saying morning and night prayers every day, just speaking with the Lord, is just a great way to keep your faith. Number 2, I have go to mass every Sunday and go to confession once a semester. You know, sometimes you just got to go just to go, but it really, just the graces you get just from sitting, you know, an hour in mass every day, it's really incredible. And to listen to, especially you have a great priest like Father Dan, you know, who can give you such a great message like he did today. It really does a lot for me. Number 3, I have surround yourself with great people. You know, and people you want to be friends with. And then I have, you know, don't be afraid to avoid people that are going to be a negative influence on you. You know, don't be afraid to say no to someone, or no, I don't want to hang out. No, I don't want to do that. You know, choose who you want to be friends with, and make sure they're, you know, have the same goals in mind as you. 4, this one, I didn't necessarily plan going into college, but it's find a church buddy. And for me, that's been Joe Berger for the past probably 2 or 3 years. You know, every Sunday, we don't always go together, we always text each other, hey man, what are you doing for Mass? Like, you want to go this weekend? Or, you know, and sometimes we can't go together, but when we do, usually I drive and then Joe buys me Starbucks after. So it's a pretty good setup. You know, we have, it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to hang out, but, you know, we're holding each other accountable for that. So it's pretty cool. And then, last but not least, I have, you know, go out and be involved way to do service to others and to be really a servant leader. And I think that's that's just a great way to keep your faith and to stay humble and to just accomplish all your goals and keep your faith in college. But good luck, you guys. I hope you guys have an awesome season. All you guys do, and go Bucks.